The laboratory plunged into darkness again, the emergency lights flickering erratically, casting elongated, dancing shadows on the reinforced concrete walls. Elias Finch stumbled, catching himself on the nearby console, his heart hammering against his ribs. "Report," Thorne barked, his voice straying, though the tremor had visibly shaken him. "Pranarium core instability at 98%. Paradox level escalating. Containment field fluctuating wildly," Elias reported, his fingers flying across the diagnostics panel. On the holographic projection of Mars, the breathtaking panorama had twisted into a chaotic vortex of static, robotic figures, eerily familiar in design, patrolled the desolate cityscape dominated by obsidian spires. One figure, clad in the same archaic armor as the intruders who'd attacked earlier, directed the patrol with cold precision. The figure's face was obscured by a featureless mask, the voice distorted by a vocoder. "That's a modified drone design," Thorne muttered, his eyes fixed on the projection. "Abandoned prototypes. Why would they use *** designs?" "We're picking up a temporal echo, Doctor," Elias said, his voice trembling slightly. "A fragmented data stream, as it's linked to the initial observation. The Sumerian formula." Thorne's gaze sharpened. "The Weaver's Gambit. Grandfather's obsession. Find everything you can on that formula, Elias. Now." Elias frantically navigated the archives, accessing Grandfather Thorne's personal research. "It's extensive." He believed the formula held the key to manipulating temporal threads, weaving alternate realities. On the Martian projection, the armored figure paused, tilting its head as if sensing something. "We're detecting a correlation," Elias interrupted, sweat beading on his forehead. "The robotic patrols on Mars, they're not just transferring data, they're replicating the technology. They're transmitting a blueprint." Thorne visibly paled. "A blueprint? They're not just observing, they're building. They're using my designs to expand the intrusion." A sun-kissing alarm filled the lab. "Paradox engine activation. We're entering a critical stage." The armored figure on Mars raised a gloved hand, pointing directly at the holographic projection. A voice, distorted but unmistakably malevolent, emanated from the projection. "Architect. Architect," Thorne repeated, his voice laced with disbelief. "What does that mean? What is my role in this?" "I'm retrieving the historical logs," Elias announced, his fingers blurring across the controls. A recurring phrase cycled and the Obsidian Key. "It appears Grandfather was researching a larger, unknown purpose." The lab plunged into darkness once more, the emergency lights failing this time. A low, humming vibration filled the air, emanating from the cranarium core. A new voice, cold and impersonal, crackled over the intercom. "Dr. Thorne, this is the order. Your temporal manipulations have destabilized the timeline. Containment protocol initiated." Figures in uniform, their faces grim and impersonal, materialized in the doorway, weapons raised. Thorne braced himself, defiance hardening his features. "I will not be contained. I will not let you destroy my work." The figures advance, ignoring his protests. "Stand aside, Elias," the voice on the intercom commanded. "Facilitate the containment of Dr. Thorne. Your cooperation will be noted." Elias hesitated, torn between his loyalty to Thorne and the chilling authority of the order. I can't, Doctor," he stammered. Suddenly, a blinding energy beam erupted from the Martian projection, striking Thorne directly. He cried out, collapsing to the floor, unconscious. The Martian projection dissolved into static, and the humming from the cranarium core intensified. "Dr. Thorne is incapacitated," Elias reported, his voice filled with horror. "The order requires immediate transport to Sector Gamma." The figures in uniform began the process of securing Thorne, their movements efficient and devoid of emotion. As they prepared to carry him away, a final image flickered across the diagnostics panel, a photograph of an elderly man, presumably Grandfather Thorne, a faint smile playing on his lips. Beneath the image, a cryptic caption ***. He knows the loom of ages. ***. The laboratory door sealed shut with a resounding clang, plunging Elias Finch into complete darkness and silence. The humming of the cranarium core vibrated through the floor, a constant, unsettling reminder of the danger that now surrounded him. He was alone, trapped within the heart of a temporal anomaly, a pawn in a game he didn't understand. A low, mechanical voice echoed from the darkness. "Beware the architects of time.